Hi everybody, Kathleen here from Placement Partner. Today I'd like to take you through a little bit about our search functionality on the brand new V8. Now you have received your V8 user guide and manual to be able to read through all these search functionalities as well as all the other modules on the system. But I'd like to take you through a short demonstration. Should you not have the time to read through the manual, you can revert back to this video. And if you still have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact any one of the account managers or alternatively the support team. I'm just going to share my screen with you and show you a little bit about how the searches work. When starting on Postbox, I'd just like to say that when it comes to Postbox, your candidates, your clients, and your reminders, these searches are now remembered on the system. So that is extremely useful now. Should you have worked on a specific candidate in Postbox or database, and you needed to go to your client and create an interaction and need to revert back to your search, the system will remember your last search, which is really, really useful. If we start up at the top, we know that on our Postbox, we've got a nice graphical view of a basic of what is going on our system. Just a quick overview when it comes to ad responses and CV submissions in the Postbox. Candidates would obviously be your database and the candidates that you are moving from Postbox to database. First one and foremost is our CV content search. So this would still apply like it used to be. It would be your Boolean search. So there is a little question mark next to the CV contents, which is giving you a hint on how to use this search. Right, so in this case, we are going to be using a financial manager search. So what I would do is put my inverted commas in. I would type in financial manager, and I would use a space. I would capitalize my and I would say Sage. So if my client had requested a financial manager and the candidate needed to work on Sage, I could then do a search and the system would then bring up for me a certain amount of ad response or candidates that have exactly what I had typed in my CV content search. This is very helpful because once I've opened up a candidate CV, it would obviously highlight for me in yellow where I was actually, what I was actually searching for. So this definitely is quite helpful when coming to searching. If I go back to the system, back to search functionalities, there are numerous other ways of doing our searches. That would obviously be our source below. So where did this candidate actually apply from? Further to that, name, surname, ID, and cell phone. We've also got a nice slide scale here if you are required to be searching for a certain age from your client, gender, nationalities, languages, employment, equity, and so forth. Right, further to that, there's also availability, and then of course, education skills, job requirements, and other search options. We also have added in here a clear filter. So if you have selected a search already and it might not have been relevant, you can click on clear filter and it will remove whatever we had typed in our drop downs. If I just scroll back up to the top, I'd like to quickly take you through a candidate search as well. So by going back to my database, I would be able to select a certain sector. In this case, I've selected admin, office and support, and I've obviously got my number of entries that are appearing on the system. Further to that, I can refine my search and say, okay, I'm looking for an admin clerk, or alternatively admin clerk as well as call center operator, and carry on refining my search until I feel I have got a workable number of candidates to be working with. The CV content search also does apply in your database where you may use your inverted commas to be able to refine searches as well. Within our candidate database, you're also able to export these lists onto Excel, and you're also able to show a specific amount of entries. So you can choose between 10, 25, 50, or 100. And then, of course, right at the bottom, we've got the further drop downs, which would be your personal, education and skills, job requirements, and other search options. Again, I can clear my filter, and you'll notice that everything would be removed that I had already typed in. Then we move on to our client module. Searching as well, we've got a nice overview, a graphical view of what is really going on in our client database, the number of clients that I have, how many of them have been updated, how many of them are new clients, and you can really customize this to your own needs. within the company. Further to that, I've got a branch option. So if you were a company that has got various branches, you are able to select a certain branch and select a consultant, and able to see exactly the amount of clients that they are working with over a period of time. And further to that, of course, company classifications and recruitment requirements. And again, a clearing of the filter should you have typed anything in your search for clients. This is really just a basic overview on how our search functionality works. If, of course, you feel that there is still more that you don't know or need any further assistance when it comes to searching, please don't hesitate to contact any one of the account managers or, of course, our support team. Thanks for watching.